Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Nick right here with another banging video guys. So let's jump right into the video. If you like this type of videos, please comment down below, subscribe and like this video because that will help me out. For you cost nothing, for me everything. Yeah. So we jump right into the video guys. In today's video I'm gonna show you guys how me personally I'm dealing with the losing position because everybody already knows. I mean, whoever follow me, I said in my previous videos I tried any strategy and unfortunately I understood the problem is not in the strategy itself. The problem is on risk management, psychology, and how you basically managing your open position. Yeah. So let's see how my progress goes. Yeah. So basically the way how you check on my previous video, I had like those winners. I didn't had no losing position. Yeah. But on the last time when I done on my previous video, I was with this open position on gold. Yeah. So basically what happened, I was showing you guys how I'm um, how I'm getting the position. Yeah. How I'm getting how I'm managing actually the position. Yeah. So basically let's just see how everything goes. Yeah. So everybody knows I was something right here. I was right here. Yeah. And then I saw this one, something like that, and then I saw this one, something like that. So something like that it was looking, and I was in this position to go down. Yeah. So what actually happened guys right here? Yeah. Let's just see real quick. Oh, actually no, you know what, I was somewhere here basically. These lows, I remember these lows. Yeah. So basically let's see. Something like that it was. And what actually happened, yeah, I was here in the position from here, yeah, on sell, and I was expecting to go to this area and then from here to break, retest and move down. Yeah. But that's the thing, because that's why everybody's not profitable, and my chart was look something like that. And I said if it goes above this line and closes above this line, above this high, yeah, I'm gonna close my position 50% loss. I'm gonna take off the table and I'm gonna leave the rest running. Yeah. And I was saying also, if it gets here, because I'm always giving a chance I'm always giving a chance to something like that it was I'm always giving a chance to get to position. Yeah. So basically what happened here, how you see guys, this candle, literally on this candle I closed my position and partial profit like 50%, which is this position right here. I basically had like $500 risk. Yeah. And then when I closed that candle, I closed this position on minus $88 only. Yeah. And left everything run. Yeah. And that's why I predicted actually, because I said if from here it goes up to here, then fair enough, I just gonna take a loss. But from here I'm gonna open another sell, because my prediction, the bias, it was to the downside. So unfortunately it didn't happen. I mean, no, unfortunately actually is a good thing, because how you see here, yeah, the price action literally just closed and I closed 50% and lost that $88, and from there it just was going down. And that's the beauty of managing your risk guys, because if for example this candle wouldn't close, yeah, I would leave it for the full TP, and here would be like 121 or something like that. Yeah, $500. But it wasn't the case. I closed 50% and lost, and then I left this position to run, and beautifully came to the downside, literally to this zone how I was predicting. Yeah. And from here I was thinking basically from here to get another sell, but it wasn't, how I said, it wasn't the break literally and retest, yeah, because that was my plan initially. If you can see my previous video, yeah, I was explaining I would like to see the break, the retest, and then moving to the downside. That would be the perfect scenario. How, for example, right here, yeah, break, but this happened, like for example, if this situation would happen right here, yeah, break, retest, I would take here a sell, but unfortunately it didn't happen. It rejected and I didn't open no position, yeah. It went back down, and but I was taking profits at this area, so let's see, I took this one, and look how funny it is, yeah. I was risking $500, yeah, but at the end, if you know correctly how you can manage the position, yeah, I literally made this position actually profitable. And that was like literally one trade. I wasn't like some crazy stuff. It wasn't two trades, it was one trade. I just managed the position consistently. But today's video is not about that. Today's video is about losing position, yeah, because today I had a losing day. You see here, like lose, but that's how you seeing, guys. The reason why I got so many losses here, yeah, is just because I had actually only 2 trades a day, yeah. Let's see, I had it on GBP JPY. Let's get it. So let's just start real quick. Actually, the way how I trade, yeah, everybody knows I trading the break and retest strategy. Very simple, nothing crazy. Only thing what I'm trying to do is to predict the next candle, yeah. So basically, what do we see here? For example, if you don't see this candle, yeah, I'm seeing here pretty nice, yeah. For example, like they was making lower lows and lower highs. They was breaking the highs of the previous day. They was keeping like the previous day lows, yeah. So over, and then sudden the trend kind of reversed, yeah. Literally it was this candle, and on Friday we had this candle, yeah. So if you're checking right here, yeah, what do we see, guys? I'm seeing here like either we can fill this week, yeah, and then break some of the lows, because if you see here, this candle literally broke the previous day low and they hold the previous day high. So that means we kind of make push, pull back, and then push. So what I'm gonna expect, I was expecting actually today, yeah, a pullback and then push. The reason why first zone, if you're seeing here, is the previous day low, and then here is like the zones which is more obvious that we might gonna take. For example, this high, and there was some sort of rejections on the small time frame, yeah. But overall we kind of like moving up, but I don't really care where we are. How I say before, yeah, I was thinking basically, like, to be honest, in the point of logic, I was thinking to come here to retest. So that's why I was planning here to be a pullback and then move down, yeah, because I was thinking like the price to come at least to this area, either to this area, something like that, yeah. But that's the thing, guys, because at the end of the day it's 50-50 chance. We don't know where the market is gonna go and no one can predict, so who cares, yeah. The only thing what we can do is just to trade, yeah. So that's what I did. And I went to the lower time frame, yeah. Look how beautifully this stuff played out, yeah. So basically I was making my Sunday analysis, and I was seeing this stuff, yeah. So what actually happened, we can put it even here, something aligned. I see here beautiful rejections also, yeah, something like that. Yep. And here is the previous day high, which is very important. So my plan, it was like that, guys, to take sales. Correct. I'm giving two chances a day, yeah. I'm holding this one just to, you know, to see as a zone. But anyway, I was seeing these rejections from here. Look at this, break, kind of retest, huge rejection, huge rejection, huge rejection, rejection, support, resistance, tons of resistance, guys, yeah. And here, look how beautifully, but that was like in the Asia time, that time I was sleeping, and beautifully faked above, yeah, and then came back below, and then was retesting, yeah. And all this time I was sleeping. When I woke up, it was like something somewhere here, something like that. Yeah, here it was. And what I actually did, yeah, I was seeing all that stuff, and I'm like, we are good, we are the resistance, and kind of like rejecting and all this stuff, yeah. So I enter here a trade, yeah, and I put my stop loss right here, yeah, but basically not right here, but something like right here, something like that. It was 1 to 1, yeah, something like that. It was. So what happened, guys? We was moving to the downside, yeah. I was planning here to see if we're making the break of this thing, and then retest, and then moving to the downside to get what? To get the previous day lows. That was my plan initially, yeah, something like that. That was my plan. And here on the retest, if it breaks on the retest, to get another trade and to move, something like that. Oh, hold on, something like that. To get it like that, something like that. It was my plan, yeah. But unfortunately today it wasn't the case. Today was a losing actually day, yeah. So what happened? It was moving beautifully to the downside, yeah. Everything was fine, I was happy, and then boom, rejection, and I'm like, I don't care. Crazy candle, I'm like, alright. Second crazy candle, alright. But then when I said I'm gonna close a position somewhere around halfway, yeah, somewhere here. I said here it was like my halfway, and I said here I'm gonna take 50% of the table, yeah. And that's what I did. Let's see, I took 50% of the table. That was like minus 77. Oh, hold on, guys. No, sorry, man. Yeah, I took here 50%, and then I let it run to this place, yeah, to this point. When I get here, I had like those two losses, yeah. But then what I did, yeah, I open another sell position right here. But on this time I say I'm gonna be more. So I had a losing one. But basically on this one I wasn't sure about this this trade, and I took like 25% risk, not 50, not 0.5%, but 0.25%. So that's the reason that I lost. So basically, if here I enter like $250. So if you're checking $250 minus 137 minus 77, I cut short 36 bucks on this little position, yeah. But then look how beauty is the next position, yeah, how I manage it, yeah. I enter here a trade, yeah, and it was going up, something like that. And on the halfway, what I did, yeah, I took 50% off the table. So it was this one, yeah, GBP, JPY, yeah, GBP, JPY. I took this 77%, I took it off. Hold on, no, this one. So basically it was this position, yeah, this position. I took 50% of the table around this area, yeah. And then from here, what I was expecting, if from here is gonna go to the downside, yeah, I managed to get 50% minus, which was, let's say, 16 pips. So 16 pips, I would be here on break even. Here I would be twice as much as it could. So, but at the end of the day, who cares, yeah. I was just managing my position, yeah, but then I saw from here, yeah, I took a partial somewhere here, I know, on the halfway, something like that, and then from here I was seeing this here, small rejection. I'm like, we good, kind of, but then boom, this candle engulfed the previous one, and I'm like, man, that's crazy, that's crazy. And I'm like, let me just wait for a bit and see if it's gonna get close to my SL. I'm just gonna take another partial, yeah. So I took another half from wherever it was. So let's say we took 1.5, that was 50%, and then I took 52, which is $95, and then I let it run, yeah. And from here it just went here and then kind of moved back, pulled back, and then just stopped me out. So basically that's the reason that I have all this losing, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losers. Yeah, but look how small they are, boys. Look at my winners. Yeah, 856, 910, 800, 300. This was a kind of break even. This was a small winner compared to this one, because this was one trade. But it doesn't really matter, guys. The point is I'm trying to cut the losses short, yeah. So that's what I did. That's how I'm managing my position. I don't know, guys, if you understood what I did actually, but the reason why is I just don't want to take too long, too in deep to explain like how like actually works, because I will need an hour or so. But you guys will have to manage your open position. It doesn't really matter if it's a winner, even if is a loser. You will have, guys, to manage your position, because otherwise you just won't be profitable. And even that, look at this beautiful, man. Oops, 461 RR, and I got 50% win rate. How beautifully is that? And look how nicely I was going up, and then suddenly I'm kind of pulling back. But then again, I will need like one beautiful profitable trade, then I will go up all the way, I don't know, maybe 3 point something, 3.5, 4,000, $5,000. I don't know. We'll see, guys. We'll see. But that's kind of like the lesson for today. And you guys will have to learn how to manage the open position, because otherwise, guys, risk management is the key. I'm telling you right away. The risk management is the key. If you won't pay attention to risk management, you will get robbed and you will lose every single dollar from your account. And yeah, just trade safe, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace and love.